Welcome back to County Connection. For this segment, we're going to be taking a look behind the scenes at Summit County Road and Bridge Department and find out all the things that are involved in the winter road and bridge operations. And with us for this segment are Rick Spear and Vic Schroeder from Summit County Road and Bridge, some of the superstars on that team. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
All right, so winter doesn't technically start until a little bit later in the month on the calendar, but winter weather is definitely in full effect already. We've gotten a lot of snow. How are you guys holding up so far?
So far we're doing okay, Julie. We've had a lot of the wetter snows that typically come in the early seasons that involve some really slick roads. So
Sure.
Thus far it's been pretty challenging, but we're doing good. We're ready.
All right, so let's share with folks what is going on behind the scenes. So when a storm blows in, what's going on with your crews and tell us what it takes to get your crews out there and get the snow cleared from the roads.
Well, typically snow day, depending on when it starts, our main crew starts at 5:30 in the morning, and that's the majority of our crew Monday through Friday. And then we have two other shifts that kind of meander in through the day, going anywhere from midnight to 1 to 2, depending on the traffic and how many skier visits we're having at the time. Sometimes that traffic at 2 o'clock in the morning is a lot more than we care to have, but a lot of times we've got to get the people home. So typically we try and shut down around 12:30 or 1 o'clock through the day, and hopefully for the most part everybody gets home safe, and then we can go home and get some rest.
All right, so it's almost around the clock operation for you guys.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So one of the things that people may not be used to is they're coming up from whether they're visiting or moving up here from a suburban area or a compact urban area, is that it's really a different set of challenges in terms of snow removal. So tell us a little bit about kind of the challenges that you have to take on in terms of snow removal in a large rural area.
We have we have a lot of heavy equipment. We have 6 road graders and 4 front end loaders, and they have specific routes that they go on. So a lot of times in the mornings you'll see that piece of equipment come through your neighborhood one trip, and they'll cut all the pack off the road, they'll do all the widening, they'll clean up the cul-de-sacs. And then we have trucks on those routes also that come by later, sand stop signs, dangerous corners, and stuff like that. You may see the truck in a subdivision more than once, but you usually only see the equipment once a day because there's just such a big route, they don't have time to come back and do it twice.
Right. Yeah, I mean, one of the things is of being in a rural county is just the sheer number of road miles that you guys maintain. Is that right? How many is it?
300 and...
Yeah, total is around 300. That's lane miles back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, a lot of miles to cover.
Yeah.
And how big is a crew typically that's out on the road at any given time during a storm?
Typically our winter crews just a little over 20. That's running through the morning and through the night. That's having a foreman, and every once in a while a supervisor will have to hop in and help out pending the operators. They're human too, so they get sick and things
Sure.
come up. So we generally jockey around 20 folks through the week.
Okay. And then you do have a priority system of which roads you're addressing first, so people may see the snow start to fall in their residential neighborhood but may not see it for a few hours. Explain how that prioritization works.
Well, the Dillon Dam Road's a high priority road, Swan Mountain, Boreas Pass, bus routes, Summit Stage bus route, school routes, those are all high priorities. So those, we try to attack them first in the mornings.
So kind of the main arteries,
yeah, the main arteries,
to
yes.
travel throughout the county.
And those roads, you'll see them maintained throughout the weekend, and those are priority roads at night too. Subdivisions, are secondary. weekends, anything over 6 inches, you'll see a plow in there.
Okay.
But if there's not, if there's less than 6, a lot of times you won't see a plow till the following Monday. Or holidays also. So.
Okay.
Yeah, typically nights and weekends after, say, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you're generally going to see a skeleton crew. And we split the county in the north and south side, so we try and keep 1 to 2 operators on each side. And at that point, we're typically just keeping the main roads open.
Okay.
And then the meat of the snow removal will come back on Monday or the next day, depending on the amount of snow, like Vic said, that will require all of us to get in and take care of what storms come in. We get some pretty big storms, so it just varies.
So what are some of those top tips that you would give people so that you're able to more quickly conduct snow removal operations throughout the county?
We've got several of them that we try and address with the folks, and the biggest one is first thing in the morning, if we've got the vehicles off the road and trash cans are out of the way, and just any obstructions that might get in our way that really slow the operation down is the biggest thing. Traffic, definitely when we start up, we try and get in early enough to where we have the major stuff open so that we're not dealing with traffic as much. But if we can get in and out of a subdivision and not have to worry about trying to get around a car or things of that nature, it really speeds the process up.
Okay. And there are even ways that people need to be conscious of their own snow removal on their driveways and how that impacts you guys. Why don't you talk about that?
If they put their snow into the road, we ask that all snow is stored in their yard or in their driveway. When they put it out in the road, we tend to carry it down to the neighbor, so he gets extra snow, or it create, if they plow across the road, then it's, the neighbor across the street could get more snow. Plus it also creates, heavy ridges in the road, so that it makes the road rough, and it's, it could be dangerous for a car to hit it or something.
Sure.
As far as storing snow, if you push it into a ditch too, then if we have live water in that ditch, it creates a dam. So then we have ice that'll build up and run out in the road.
So you mentioned that a lot of the time the crews are out there at night, which there are some safety concerns associated with that. So what should people be thinking at night?
The biggest thing is letting the machine or the truck and the operator that's in that area, especially at night, if it's in a snowstorm, try and let us be able to see you. That's a huge one. If we're trying to clean an intersection or just keep things open, and sometimes people try and pass us on the road because we're going slow, trying to make things safe, and staying away from the plow is a really big one. And if you're out walking, which is a really popular one, in the evening after you get home with your dog or something, to be sure that there's reflective material on your clothing so that we can see. These machines are very large and they are hard for us to see out of, and the more visibility that a vehicle or somebody walking on the road can give us is a big benefit to everybody.
Okay.
So
I shouldn't wear my black warm-up suit, no matter how slimming I think it is.
I really like the people that wear the headlamps. That is really helpful.
That's a good tip.
You see that quite a ways down the road, and it gives me a pre-warning. I really like that.
Okay, excellent.
That's a good one though. Yeah.
Okay. Any other tips that you guys can think of in terms of how the folks in Summit County can help you out in doing your job efficiently?
I don't think so, Julie. Just, if everybody could just be a little patient with us. We're really good at what we do. We run through the day and night. We've got an excellent staff that's got a lot of tenure and experience to it, and we've, just give us a little bit of opportunity to get through the storm and get it cleaned up, and hopefully everything keeps moving smoothly as usual.
All right. So if folks need to get in touch with you, if they have questions or issues or want to learn more about your operations, how can they get in touch with you?
We have a spot on the website, the county website, that
Okay.
is accessible, and the easiest way to get a hold of Road and Bridge is through our main office, and that is 970-668-3590.
All right. Well, Vic and Rick, thanks so much for coming in, and good luck through the busy holiday season. If there's anybody who's going to pull it off, it's you guys.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to stick on this winter roads topic and talk with our partners at the Colorado Department of Transportation and their efforts on Interstate 70.